Even when a noggin is a cup of trade. Used to be a common, was a temple.
Yo, what's up? It's Ben Scarborough, and I'm chilling here at Third Eye Collective in the secret room with Black Jack.
Bow. What's up, bro?
One of the best looks on the West Side.
Come on, man. Talk to him.
Welcome to the ATL.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, brother. Yeah, man.
So I've
been
been
a big fan of you, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
thanks.
I watch a lot of your shit, and I love how you move.
Oh, thanks, dude.
No doubt, man.
Oh,
to be here.
This is something that we've only been doing for about a year, and it feels like something that we tripped and fell into just by having a recording studio and having as many artists as we do come through.
Yeah.
It just seemed like at some point last year, it was like podcasting so hot right now. Wow.
Yeah, right. It just jumped right into it,
But it's been cool. We actually were calling the show Versus, like Mortal Kombat or whatever. Okay. And we had Jody Breeze in here, and we did the Jody Breeze tape, and somebody in the comments was like, "Man, where the hell are you guys? It looks like you in some secret room Legion of Doom type shit." And we were like, "Oh, that's the fucking name of the show." Secret Room.
Shout out to Jody Breeze, man. That's the homie, man. I got a funny story about Jody Breeze.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, got a funny story. He passed on one of the biggest records ever that I produced back in the day, me and my partner, Drew, as the Runners. I don't know if you know that, but,
Oh, I'm familiar.
Oh, you're familiar. All right, so if people don't know, originally, I produced a record. You might know it, you might not. Every Day I'm Hustling.
Rick Ross.
Did you have to look up and think, bro? Like, come on, bro. Yes, every day.
Only one of the biggest songs of all time.
Exactly. Well, funny story about that is that, we shopped that record before Rick Ross took it. We shopped that record to T.I., Jeezy, Jody Breeze.
No way.
Yeah.
He heard the beat and said, nah?
I don't know what he said.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep it like that. But, long story short, Rick Ross turned into the biggest hit, one of the biggest hits of his career.
So that's like mid-2000s, right?
No, that's 2006.
2006?
Yeah, 2005, 2006.
And at the time that you produced that record, were you getting some feedback from people that saying like, "Oh, this beat is it's"?
Oh yeah, everybody wanted it, but
okay,
I don't know what happened. Everybody wanted it, right?
Okay,
but nobody jumped on it. And then Ross, being a hustler that he is, he made the proper moves. And he showed that he wanted it the most, Ross was doing his thing for a long time in Miami before he had that record.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it shaped my career. It shaped his career, and that's my brother for life. Shout out to Maybach Music and everything he's done.
I had a buddy from Santiago, Chile. English is a second language. He moved up here, started going to middle school with me. At the time, I was in middle school when that record came out, by the way.
Oh, word?
And
damn, boy, you're making me feel like...
Yeah, I just turned 30 this year.
Oh, yeah, congratulations,
Thanks,
man.
Big 3-0.
Congratulations. I produced that record when I was 12,
Oh, nice. It was such a cool moment because he's learning English. Like, I had a big thing where I was, like, friends with the ESL kids and the kids who were just coming to, learning English and whatnot. I would hang out with everybody, and I was, like, burning them CDs and shit. And I burned Hustlin, Rick Ross, on, like, a mixtape or whatever. And it's like this kid that did not speak English was at school the next day singing that record, like, just, like, in the halls. And he had bounce, He was like, every day I'm hustling or whatever. It's like one of my earliest memories. He's like my best friend now. All these years later, like 15 years in the game. And
what's his name?
Sebastian Toro.
Sebastian Toro. So he was, hey, I'm Sebastian. Hustling. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm hustling.
It was so funny because I was like feeding him Pulp Fiction. I was like, bro, watch.
Yeah, you putting them on.
South Park Season 2. Watch this shit.
Hustling. Listen to this shit.
Exactly.
Got you.
What a cool record.
Yeah, man.
And so that Port of Miami.
Yeah.
It's like stacked, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any other placements on that album when it came out?
Actually, we like curated. When I say we, me and my partner Drew, we curated the sound of Port of Miami. We did like 6 out of I think 12. We did half of the album. Port of Miami.
Platinum?
Yeah, platinum now. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the technology like back then? And I'll give you some context, right?
Yeah.
I'm a video professional,
right.
And we know what it was like to go from standard definition to high definition, now 4K.
Yeah.
Was there anything like that working with the older digital technology to making beats, older software that that's different today? Like, what was it like working in that, like, maybe Windows XP
All right,
early?
so, you know, I'm an Apple guy.
Okay.
So it's always been Apple from the beginning all the way up to now. But back in those days, we had a crate. You see that tower computer over there? So like the Apple computer. So like, I don't know if you remember the old Apple computer that was kind of like this tall.
It was like a
G3. G3, right?
Okay.
So our G3, that's funny you say that because we started on a G3. Our G3 was, you know, it was about to die on us.
Oh,
right?
real?
So we sold the record Hustlin', and that got us the G5, the brand new computer.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But how we traveled to sessions, you know what I'm saying? We traveled to sessions with our computer, and we had a big rack travel thing.
Like on wheels?
On wheels, on fucking a crate on wheels. And we traveled to every session. We had to ship that out 2 days before our session. So if we live in Miami, we're going to work in LA. All right, cool. So we need to ship that out 2 days before we leave.
That's wild.
Yeah. So nowadays we got everything on our laptop.
Right. It's coming with you on the plane.
100%, and that's all we need now. You know.
That's just crazy. I think that was exactly what I was looking for. That size difference, the weight difference.
Yeah.
And you remember very distinctly having to just be like, okay, man, I hope it gets there.
Yeah. You know, it was stressful, bro, but you know, we had to do what we had to do.
And back then, the production duo, the Runners, how did that come about? How did you guys get started?
Oh, you know, Drew, we were basically like raised together. I've known him all my life. Our parents were pregnant with each other, and they were friends.
Wow.
And we just, you know, we fell in love with hip hop at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Grew up on Dr. Dre, and we always just we had that common love for music, and it just naturally grew into starting something together, being the next Neptunes. We used to always tell each other, yo, I'm gonna be Pharrell. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do the Chad thing. You know what I'm saying? And it just grew into that. And then we found our own lane. Okay. You know what I mean? To where now he's like he's the business side of everything. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Still on the creative side. I'm more on the creative side of things. Still a little bit on the business. We make all our decisions, musically, business. We make all our decisions together.
And was there a moment when it was like a major label was coming into contact with you guys to kind of like get behind the Runners?
Oh, 100%. I mean, we had the whole South on fire. You know, we shaped the whole sound of Miami. You know, and
was it like a bidding war? Did you get to choose who to side with?
Well, in that time, if you're talking about like shopping beats, it was, you know, we kind of built our relationship with the artists. So we would have a lot of artist sessions, and we would produce right there with them. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy, T.I., Wyclef, Ross, of course, Fat Joe, Jim Jones, Lil Wayne. We were always in the studio with them. And so it wasn't no like sending out a beat pack.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then having people fight over it, you know?
Okay.
We started like that, you know, when we were trying to get in the game, sending beat CDs out, you know? And then, but once Hustlin' hit, it was a fucking wildfire.
Yeah.
You know? And then we were in studios with everybody.
What are some ways that the Hustling record got out there and was discovered that you think would be different today?
Well, you know, we didn't have SoundCloud back then.
Right.
You didn't have like this Instagram back then. You didn't have that self-promotion of, you know, nowadays you don't need a label now. You can be independent, you can get buzz going. But back then, you know, you had to use the radio.
Right.
So DJ Khaled, DJ Nasty from Orlando, but DJ Khaled, those guys were very instrumental on popping that record off.
Okay.
Because they played it on the radio. They played it in the clubs. They put that down your throat, pause. But they stuffed that shit down your throat.
And then I guess nowadays with a lot of these accounts that you just mentioned, there's like numbers associated very, very visibly. You can upload something to SoundCloud and say, oh, it got 20,000 views in, you know, X amount of time.
Right.
Back in the mid 2000s or late 2000s, was there ever like when you put something out there where you like, okay, we don't know how far it's gotten yet, the reach? Did you have to like wait for some kind of chart to come back or something like that?
Yeah. And you just keep your ear to the streets. You know, that's what we call it. You know, if people are in the streets and you hear it, you know, Hustlin' was one of the first times we knew that our shit that song was big, because we would go in the club not even knowing that they put the record out. I remember we went into a club in Orlando, and we're at the bar. Next thing you know, we hear, "Every day I'm hustling, hustling." Me and Drew looking at each other like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And then,
That's us.
And then everybody, white, black, Indian, Spanish, everybody,
yeah.
hustling, 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 hustling. That was the first week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
And then you got records like "I'm So Hood," "Born and Raised in the County of Dade," "Money on My Mind," "Go Hard." All of these songs that we put out, we would walk out in the streets and hear people singing that shit. You would hear it in their cars. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that was our, what do you call it now, research. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Keep your ear to the streets.
Ear to the streets.
Yeah.
It's almost like it takes a whole new meaning.
Yeah, but you still have to keep your ear to the streets nowadays.
In that context. Yeah, because you can have some music like on your hard drive. You could be sitting on it for a few months
Right.
and like the top 40 changes or whatever. Like the sound changes.
Yeah. That's why you got to make timeless music, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
God, there's the gem, right?
You hear me? Yo, y'all got to put an edit like gem number 1. Timeless music.
So what's that sample in Hustlin?
So that sample is an artist I was working with at the time, and I came up with the vibe. I was like, "Yo, every day I'm hustling," and I tried it with my voice, and it was but he had an amazing voice, so I had him say it, and then I did my mojo to it, pitched it down, and you know,
Fucking timeless.
yeah.
So you're getting gigs maybe like shortly after the record's coming out, right? Was there a like?
Oh, hold on. What you mean, like DJing gigs?
No, I guess what I meant to say is like people are you're a sought after producer.
Yeah, exactly.
People
right.
are like, I'm trying to work with Black.
Right, 100%.
And was there like a need? Like, did you ever feel like, oh, I got to top this, or are you just gonna stay in your lane?
Yeah,
and
man.
Just,
you know,
as an artist, you're like, oh, I gotta top this.
Yeah, but that's the gift and curse, right? That's the gift and the curse.
Your perfectionism. Or
exactly. And the gift is, wow, I made a hit. That's a gift, but that's short lived, because now people want that. People always want you to reenact that. You know what I'm saying? And we were working on the spot. So Hustlin', I made in the bedroom when I was relaxed, chilled. You know what I'm saying? I knew the shit was amazing. You know what I'm saying? But the artist wasn't there over my back. You're like, yo, make sure this is a hit.
Oh, it's
you know
different.
what I'm saying? So that's the gift and the curse, and that really shaped us on how to deal with pressure, how to move, how to read more books. You know what I'm saying? Like take care of the mind and the body, so you're able to perform. You know what I mean? On the spot.
Under pressure, maybe?
Under pressure, on the spot, you know?
Okay.
Because pressure busts pipes. Another diamond. Pressure busts pipes, and you get jewels out of that. You get, it turns you into that diamond that you're supposed to be.
That's you can't fake that.
Nah, it's just real life, bro. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. I got something for you.
What we got?
Hottest merch item you've ever seen in life. Blackjack mask.
So let us hear a little bit about the Blackjack project. When did it start?
You got to put that on.
And where is it now?
You got to put that on. We can't continue. Let's see how that looks. Thank you. Fire. Let's just
man,
continue
give me
the
the
fucking
loot.
interview like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a vibe. All right, so the Blackjack project movie.
I gotta say, I feel way cooler with this on.
Nah, you ready to go, bro. You ready to rage.
Flip the table
exactly. So the Blackjack project, actually the name first came to me in a dream. And Drew and I we're talking about, we've been talking about going into this direction of being the artist, producer, DJ. And we were, thinking about rebranding. You know what I'm saying? Changes from the Runners, and let's just start over and let's just rebrand, And the name Blackjack came to me in a dream. And the spelling, Blackjack just came to me in a dream, and then we just had to figure out how to get the spelling right and all of that. So, but the whole project in general is basically taking the Runners, mixing it with the electronic music, dubstep, whatever, trap, whatever, electronic music. I don't like genres, first of all.
Okay.
Jewel. I don't like genres. Meaning I don't like the segregation of music.
Okay.
You understand?
It's like somewhere around 2013, 2014, somebody was telling me that the EDM ticket sales combined were selling more than like country music ticket sales and garage band ticket sales and like rock. And so I guess not to use that word, that style of music, electronic music, it was just like, it was like taking the world by storm.
Right,
everything on the charts was, it was like people like Justin Bieber had that London dubstep kind of sound or whatever. So, I mean, as a producer,
shout out to Skrillex and Diplo.
I mean, they changed the game. There was that one article that was like that interview with Diplo. Like, if I'm a club promoter, why pay a band, X amount to only play for 3 hours when I can pay a DJ less to play for even longer, right? And I feel like that's kind of like that did something to music. Whether it was good or bad, it was like all of a sudden music overnight was just like, there's a lot of wubs in my country music now that wasn't there before. And at the moment, I wasn't really feeling it. Just sidebar, I'm a jazz and coffee kind of person.
Okay.
I'm not like a Molly and grind rave kind of person or whatever. So when all my friends were like, let's go, get fucked up at the club and listen to this, EDM music, I was like, no, I kind of want to play San Andreas and chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
So it was like I was kind of waiting for that bubble to burst a little bit. I was like, can we? What's going to be next? I'll just wait on the sidelines, But at the time, the producers, I couldn't knock what was going on in the scene. It was like people were finding their own style within that type of music.
Right.
And
like just to expand on what you just said about about the producers, these guys are some of the most talented kids ever. Like the shit that they're doing, the sound design that they're doing. It blows my mind. So me having to dig in and learn this shit, from the ground up is the best thing I could have ever done just for my producer skills. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Just like my sound design and just learning different techniques from what I'm used to. It took me some time to really just dig in, watch tutorials, and learn. You know what I mean? So big ups to all the DJ producers out there, man. Big ups to y'all. You guys are amazing.
These are sounds that don't occur in nature.
Right.
They have to be generated.
Right, 100%.
And I'm in the film industry. There's these people that win, Oscars for sound design who go out and take a wrench on the little wire that keeps a electric pole up, and there's that wire, and they put a boom mic up it and they hit it,
right,
and they're having to make their own sounds and stuff. So I'm sure that as a producer, as a sound engineer, you're like, I can create these soundscapes, and I'm sure it was a challenge to try and find something that sounded wholly original, right,
because the possibilities are endless. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes your mind can go astray, and I think the way I look at it is, I know what I'm great at. You know what I'm saying? So I mix what I'm great at and what's natural to me, and I bring the other elements that I've learned, the new elements that I've learned, I bring that into the mix, and that's how you get blackjack music. You know what I mean?
So the record that came out on Valentine's Day, what's it been like? What's the response been like?
That's That Way.
That Way?
That Way came out on Valentine's Day? Yeah. That Way was amazing, man. The response is shout out to Icy Narco. We both from Miami, and the response is dope, bro. Yeah, they love it.
And the Loot record, right?
It's one of my favorites.
Must be really cool to sample Biggie, right?
Yeah.
We were listening to that before you guys got in here, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was really digging it.
It's a vibe, right?
I'm a huge Biggie fan, and so anytime I can hear, those old Bad Boy records, in a different light, I'm always like, yes.
Right. Drew and I are like big, classic rap fans. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, that's our favorite album of all time.
Yeah, Hop Up on Your Good Foot, right?
You feel me? Come on, man. Come on. I
fucking love that one.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So about the Luke record, man, I had this beat, just a rap beat, and this is how we kind of work, when we write music. I have the beat, I send it to Drew, and he might call me, or he might not. But on this day, he called me and said, "Yo, I got a hook for that shit."
Push the button, dog.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Yo, I got a hook for that shit, bro." And he said, "Yo, give me the loop. cooking the yams. That's what I do. That's what I do. You know, in his white boy voice. But, you know, I heard it. I'm like, yo, we got a vibe. And he came in and laid it down. And then we found an artist to, you know, finish it off, you know. But that's how everything starts, bro. You know, with like an inkling of an idea. And then we just grow that motherfucker. We put water on that motherfucker and we just grow that motherfucker.
That tweet from the Blackjack account, really powerful tweet.
Which one?
You know,
about how you start.
You don't start at 1 million followers.
Exactly.
You start at 0.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
that's real game.
Right, and that's coming from somebody that, you know, we didn't have to do this. We didn't have to start producing for, you know, Rihanna, Khaled, Ross, or Lil Wayne.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we could have continued on, but we wanted to, you know. There was something inside of us that was like, yo, hold on, there's something more to us, you know? There's something more to that we can give to the music industry. You know what I'm saying? And we decided to take on that challenge because we understood you got to start from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And coming into this shit, you're not going to have, you know, 2,000 people at your show. You may have 100. You may have 50. But you got to, you know, continue to grind. And that's with everything. Everything in life, you've got to continue to grind. Excuse me.
No, I think that was the gem number 4 right there, actually.
That's number 4?
I think that was number 4, unless we skipped 3, yeah. Well, so did Blackjack always have a home on Big Beat?
No. Blackjack was formed before that.
Okay.
And then shout out to everybody. Shout out to Craig, man. Craig Kalman, the chairman of Atlantic. He took the chance on us. He saw the shit. He took the chance on this project, and everybody, Gavin, Gina, everybody over there, you know, really appreciate it, man. It's a great home for Blackjack.
I was looking into Big Beat and the history that label has within Atlantic Records, right? Like
Yeah.
it's an older imprint, and it's been
That's Craig's baby. Like Craig started.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's Craig's baby. Like he started that. You know what I mean? He started Big Beat.
It just seemed like it had been around for a minute, and now it's putting out the kind of music that it is.
Yeah, Craig is one of those, one of the only executives that come from that music background, and that gets it. You know, he was a producer, a DJ. You go to his office, you see records all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He's that. So you got to respect somebody. You know what I mean? And kind of, you know, look up to that, because at the end of the day, that's what our goal is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And so, are you on tour right now?
Yeah, we're on tour right now. Got 2 more shows. Last night, you know, what happened? Getting hot?
Getting a little toasty.
Okay, cool. Now the interview's gonna go down now, man. He took the mask off. Fuck it. Blackjack merch, the hottest merch item. Now you just fucked up my whole vibe now. It's like, damn.
Now he has to look at my face.
Damn.
Getting a little toasty.
I was bonding with you, bruh.
Oh, my God.
All right, so tour. Let's talk about the tour. Yeah, we talking about the tour?
It just seemed like, I was looking at the Twitter account, and I was like, it really seems like you're in different cities.
Yeah.
Like very, very often.
Yeah. It's the first tour. We're on the Sunny Side Up tour with Moody Good. Shout out to my boy, Moody Good. And it's going amazing, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like really, it's our first time seeing this in action. And the craziest thing, right? We go to shows and people pull up with this.
Oh.
People have this on.
Yeah.
But they keep it on for the whole show. For the opener, for the next opener, all the way to the end.
Oh, wow.
After I perform, they still have this on.
Wow.
It's amazing. Special.
Real fans.
Not real deal fans.
How many of us?
Words and, you know, it's special.
What is it like performing in that arena? Is it different than like a hip hop show?
It's not different for me. It's different for the people who come buy the tickets.
Okay.
It's different for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm giving them something that you're not going to see. I'm giving them a nigga with braids. You know, I can say that. I'm giving them the streets.
Yeah.
Mixed in with electronic music. And when I go in, I go in. When I perform, I'm drenched.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done.
Are we crowd surfing?
Nah, I'm not doing that just yet because I got to play the next song. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you got to get back on. Yeah.
You feel me? But that's what they get. They get this blackjack experience. It's something that they never seen. They're a part of a movement. They're a part of a gang. You know what I'm saying? And when I say gang, you know what I mean? It's just a group of people that share the same interests.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're a part of.
What other kind of media or medium are you planning to take blackjack in? Are you going to stay in music, or are you going to try and do anything else?
Oh, well, you know, Drew and I, we've built like multiple entities, you know what I'm saying, through our music career. A huge publishing company. We publish down in the DM. We publish.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Yo
that's
Gotti.
the Gotti record, right?
Yeah. Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. What's that song? All Eyes on You. Is Meek Mill's #1 record. We publish Beyonce song. So we have a, you know, extensive publishing catalog. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just only, you know, DJ and performing. This is our baby. You know what I'm saying? But Blackjack is gonna go. Blackjack is gonna go into the merch. We're gonna, you know, I can't say too much, but you know, this brand is gonna spread everywhere because, you know, it's not just about sitting at home, making sounds and the opportunity to go play them. Nah, we're not in this for that. You know what I'm saying? We want to spread this shit like the coronavirus. Oh,
shout out to coronavirus.
Hold on. Blackjack, N95 mask coming, because you know you got to have like a certain like filter on your shit, right?
You're right.
So Blackjack, N95.
Timely.
Just in case that shit come over here and really spread.
Oh God, I hope not.
You're gonna be protecting the style.
Shit, airborne as fuck. Well, so if is EA Sports or 2K hitting you up for any blackjack placements inside any of these games?
Not at the moment, but it's coming. You know,
It'd be hot, right?
Yeah.
Every time you fire up like Madden, it's like at the main menu, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Come on.
But we have a great relationship with that in our my guy Ryan Press over at Warner Chappell Publishing. He publishes our music side, and we have a great relationship, man, with ESPN, EA Sports. Like our songs have been in all of that before.
So you've had songs and video games before,
yeah,
right?
but not Blackjack yet, though.
Okay.
But our relationship
That's so
is
freaking
solid.
cool, man. To just
it's
be
a
in
blessing,
a video
bro.
game, you know?
Yeah, it's a blessing.
When you are not working,
Yeah.
which it doesn't sound like it's very often, how do we decompress? What are we doing?
My dogs, my wife as well. She helps me decompress in a lot of ways.
Are we watching television?
No, dogs.
Just straight up dogs.
Dogs. I have 2 Belgian Malinois.
Oh,
and,
nice.
I train them, and they take up a lot of time. If you know anything about working line dogs, they take up a lot of time.
I didn't. I actually don't know much.
Yeah. It's not a pet. He's not a pet. He's a killer.
Is he coming with you around the country?
Eventually.
Around the world? Okay.
Eventually he will, yeah.
How old are these?
He's 15 months. He's 15 months, and then I have another one that's 10 months.
Okay.
Yeah. It's my babies, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Don't have any pets. I had a dachshund once.
Oh, dachshund.
Chill little dachshund.
Yeah, great dogs.
You
got fish? You ain't got no fish or nothing?
We have a turtle here at the studio.
You got a turtle?
Yeah. A
shit.
jay dropped it off, actually. We are in the West End, and there is jays, and some jay was like, "Here, I have this turtle."
Yeah.
And we were like, "Give us that motherfucking turtle
What's
and
the
get the
turtle's-
fuck out of here."
What's the turtle's name?
We call it Turtle.
Okay, that's cool. Generic, but it's cool.
We haven't really given it a name yet. It was, just, it became the Rescue Turtle, and then it was the Studio Turtle.
Rescue turtle.
Rescue Turtle.
All right, yeah. All right, cool. I rock with that, bro.
He's chill. We don't really get to play with him. He'll snap at us, but
So he's a snapping turtle.
we feed the fuck out of it. But that's probably the only time that I get to interact with something that's not like a person.
Right.
And feel like I'm, looking at something on the other side of a glass.
Gotcha. Blackjack mask coming.
What's that domain name? What's the .com, by the way?
Blackjack.com.
Yeah. Oh,
Also, at Blackjack on all platforms. Blackjackmusic.com, sorry.
it's like I was like looking at all the tweets, and I was like, the commitment to the V You know, like I was like, he's got to mess up somewhere.
Oh, no.
There has to be a V in place of the A somewhere.
Hey, what is that? This is an A, bro.
It is an A.
You can't tell me nothing different. An A is like this.
Yeah.
But you know what this represents?
No.
This represents don't follow rules.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's like the upside down letter.
Upside down letter.
Unconventional.
Flip it up on his head, bro.
Rule breaking.
You know what I'm saying? Rule breaking. Don't follow the rules. That's what that represents right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I will not put an A. If I write it, ain't no A in it. I'm gonna break the rules.
You gotta commit. You know what I'm saying? You can't accidentally.
Yeah. And that transcends into our music because that's what we're about. You know, everybody is stuck on, if you're making dubstep, it has to be this way. Or if you're making trap, it has to be this way. Oh, you're not using the right synth. You didn't design it this way. Who the fuck wrote the rule book for this shit?
Nah, we're past that. There are no rules for this.
Nah, I want to ask, who wrote the rule book on how you supposed to create music? I'll wait.
Let us know down in the comments below if you have an answer for this question.
Thank you. And at me, because we're going to have a conversation. If you wrote the rule book, I need to talk to you.
Well, what kind of feedback do you get from going into this territory where there is no rules?
It's actually been amazing.
Yeah.
You know, you have people that's like, oh, my God, I understand what you're doing.
Like they can see you doing this for a while.
No, you're filling a void. That's what we get a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. Like people may play, people may have hip hop in their sets a little bit, and they'll go into something else, just to fit it in, just to feel cool. But we live that culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about that culture. All of my music is the culture. Is basically both cultures combined. That's my music. I got the hip hop, and I'm really making music true to the culture of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And blending it with electronic music. That's the goal. It's my mission in life right now is to blend the cultures and break the rules. There is no fucking rules. You're gonna get me hot because you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talking about rules and shit. I do not like rules. That's my wife. I hate rules.
No rules.
I'm respectable. Don't get it twisted. I'm the nicest guy in the world. But if you tell me it's not supposed to be this way and it's fire, you're crazy.
No parents, no rules.
Exactly, bro. Come on, man. Change your draws, bro. No rules. Change your draws. Keep them on. Doesn't matter. There's no rules.
What is left on this tour? How many more places are you going to visit?
Tomorrow we're in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure when this airs, but we have one more date, and then Miami Music Week is coming up, and we have dates on that. And then after that, we're going to book another run, man.
Really?
Yes, sir.
And you're just going to keep 2020 like going in that direction?
Oh, we can't stop.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop until I'm able to bring my dog with me. You know what I'm saying? To where we get that bus, and then I'm bringing my dog with me.
Oh, so this is what I wanted to ask you. This single-driven economy that we're in?
Yes.
Where it's like Spotify has almost kind of redefined the type of music that people are making.
Right.
You have, the playlist structure of these streaming platforms. Like you have X amount of seconds to grab someone's attention before they hit next. Has that influenced to how you produce it all?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Is it like do you feel like it's the platform, right?
Yeah.
It's not like going against the grain at all.
Yeah.
Not to say rules, but the structure maybe is there.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, there are rules, but you still have to make sure when you're breaking the rules, make sure people can still digest what you're doing.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a science to the madness, and that's why we're dropping a record every month.
Okay.
We're not waiting 3 months, 6 months, and drop a song. We're dropping every month because everything is being digested so quickly. People's attention spans are
you
know what I mean? So we have to stay consistent and drop every month, and that's the state that we're in. If you're not keeping up with the traffic, if you're not leading the pack,
it just seemed like
you're gonna get lost.
The single-driven economy, the big push behind one single, every few weeks and whatnot. That's like at least some of the artists that I follow on Spotify, like that's been their
Right.
I'm like, when's the album coming out? Nobody wants to put an album coming out. They're not getting the kind of return on the album that they would.
Right.
But I feel like at the same time, like we were listening to Tame Impala. They just put out an LP. I don't know how long that guy was in the studio, whatever, maybe like a year or some change. You guys listen to Tame Impala. It's like psychedelic rock or whatever. Something that doesn't play the radio, right? Like pop is not rock anymore or something. Yeah. But it's like he did it.
Yeah.
You know, and he's getting the kind of his fan base is there. I think that's what they expect from him. They expect LPs from this guy.
Right.
But and so he's just not dropping singles. And in a way, it just looks like, I don't know.
So wait, he's not dropping singles. He just dropped an LP. That's it.
He drops an LP like once every 2 years.
Right.
And he's been doing that since the early 2010s.
Yeah.
And
similar to like Adele, she drops it like what, every 4 years,
right,
every
right.
5
As
years.
she gets older.
Yeah, as she gets older.
It's like, I guess you have to be so in tune with your audience and your fan base to know how you want to interact with them.
Yeah.
Like if they are the type of, like I know EDM people are like, they need something to listen to while they work out.
Yeah, most definitely.
While they're getting crunk, getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Driving around in traffic, you know, and then it's like if you're older heads, maybe they need something a little bit more like it's like you know when you listen to an album, there's like a theme to it, and it's like variations on a theme. Right. It's like all sonically kind of the same. You can tell they're all coming from the same sessions or something like that. Yeah. It's just different. I mean, like, who are you listening to these days?
Oh man, I'm listening to all the new hot artists. Rap artists coming out. I keep my ear to the streets.
For sure.
Be honest with you, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, I'm still listening to that.
How could you not?
To keep my roots grounded. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's the vibe. That's what I'm listening to.
That's cool. Well, hey, man.
Oh, this new guy. You ever heard of Comethazine?
No.
You never heard of Comethazine?
I have not.
I know your viewers have heard of Comethazine. Comethazine has a record with Blackjack.
Okay.
Blackjack featuring Comethazine. It's coming out. Probably when this airs. It's coming out real soon.
This will be out on Monday.
Oh, okay. So it's coming out next month.
Yeah.
This is gonna shape the sound of Blackjack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this the next single from Blackjack that's coming out?
It's the next release.
Okay.
I don't even like to call it single, even though it is
the next
song.
release.
The next release. I like to call it release.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Special. Now, when I say this one was special, I played it last night for the first time. I could not believe the fucking reaction I got.
Oh, hell yeah.
I played it for the first time, and hold up, do you understand what's going on? This is Blackjack and motherfucking Comethazine. And the words came in. And the second time I played it, they're singing it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, white people.
Yeah.
The little girls, like you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we love music.
Our people, when I say our people, Blackjack gang. It's strong. They started singing it. They only heard it for 30 seconds. They started singing it.
So that's how you know it's going to take off.
That's how I know it's special. I've seen that before.
Well, so music videos? Are we doing visuals for these records?
Every release we put out, we have a visual.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, people digest in a different way nowadays, and we just we're doing it for them. Yeah. We give them the music, and then we want them to get the music, and then have something to watch with the music. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, it sounds like it sounds plausible.
But then, next to that, we take them on a journey. We record the whole process, and it's called The Process. We take them through the whole start of a record, the finish of the record, getting the vocals on the record, shooting the video, the creative process, the ups and the downs of this process as Blackjack, starting from the ground up. We record and document everything. And for every song, we release a clip of the process. It's called The Process. Blackjack Scully's on the way. It's called The Process.
That's on they can find that on our
YouTube channel.
YouTube channel, okay.
Blackjack YouTube channel.
Man, go ahead and run
that right now.
Yeah, subscribe to that.
Subscribe. And if you subscribe, this is Monday?
Yep.
You subscribe Monday. Everybody that subscribes Monday, you're going to get a Blackjack mask sent to you.
That's big facts. So yeah, there's like what 100,000 subscribers gets you the silver plaque.
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet.
One.
Hold on. You remember my tweet, right?
Yeah. Oh,
you don't start with 100,000.
Right.
You start at 1 and you work your way up. That's where we at.
That's YouTube's gonna send you that.
Right.
That silver YouTube plaque.
Most definitely.
It's gonna be the unboxing video. You know what I'm saying?
Stick that shit into existence, my brother.
So yeah, like so I'm a filmmaker, right? And there are certain institutions that I can look forward to being in to live forever, right? Like we'll go ahead and say the Oscars because it just happened, right?
Yeah.
But there's also like the Library of Congress, right? Like the Library of Congress selects films that are culturally or aesthetically like they just feel like they have to throw it in the vault, right? Like Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing is in there. Jaws is in there, right? Because at some point they're gonna have to go back and pull that shit out of a vault and be like, shit was crazy back then or whatever. Right. So I'm always like, man, it would be really cool to get in the Library of Congress, to be on the Criterion Collection, which is a special edition DVD house out of New York. I'm like, it would be so cool to make a film to be in one of these institutions. Okay. Music. I mean, like, there's musical institutions. Like, do you have? Would you like to be? In. I just want to be in everybody's on everybody's playlist nowadays because now it's all about playlists. For sure.
And I just want to be on everybody's phones. That's it.
Okay.
Simple as that. Accolades. I don't make music for accolades. I don't make music for good job, man.
Okay.
I make music because I love it, and
that's where you're at.
The best gratitude is people understanding the art and where I'm coming from, my point of view.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's all I can ask for. And that's all I'm asking
can't fake
for.
that.
Yeah, and of course that bleeds into the blackjack mask. 100,000 people in the crowd with a blackjack mask.
Yeah, that's big. I'm big on YouTube, right? And so
you're huge on YouTube. Don't get twisted.
I'm getting there. I love YouTube. I think that the milestone, that silver plaque.
Yes, sir.
So obtainable.
Yes, sir.
It would be so cool to see that unboxing video, to see you guys just like in the studio being like,
right. Right. I mean, because we've unboxed plaques before, a lot of plaques, but the YouTube plaque would be different.
It would do. Okay, so the 100,000 is the silver plaque.
Okay.
1 million is the gold plaque.
But what happens if you get 500,000?
1 million subscribers. You gotta get nothing.
So it's 100,000 all the way. So you gotta get 100,000 and another 900,000. Then you get another plaque.
And then the next one is the diamond plaque, and that's 15 million subscribers.
Wow.
And that's only for like Disney Channel kids and shit like that who peak early or some shit.
Right, understood.
But those are the ways that YouTube as a company can say, good fucking job, here you go.
Sweet. We are gonna get there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, we are gonna get there, bro. We on this journey, man.
Well, what do you say we get out of here and get a beer or something?
Cool. I'm with it, man. But you gotta put the mask on.
Okay.
Blackjackmusic.com.
For black,
You need to go like this.
Blackjackmusic.com.
Signing out, baby. Third Eye Collective. This is the secret room. Bow.
Straight like motherfucking that. Then we out of here. Peace.